Hello everyone, MFPallytime here, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Today is a very big day for someone in our campaign. We've been going through the Gauntlet of Shar over the last couple of episodes, and today we are going to conquer all of the trials. I thought it'd be a fun twist if Shadowheart attempted to conquer all of the trials by herself, of course on honor mode, where if our party dies, we lose our save file. If she's going in by herself, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But you may have noticed we're not in the Gauntlet of Shar right now. We are outside just north of Moonrise Towers, and there is this statue of, I can't tell who the statue's of, but I pointed it out in an earlier episode. There's plaques all around it. And we passed a perception check as we interacted with the plaque. It doesn't look like Asterion did. What about Minthara as she goes in? Is just clicking on them enough to open the door? Yes, indeed it is. So Shadowheart is going to continue forward. This place shouldn't be that big of a deal, especially as a follower of Shar.
What is this place?
She should be able to, I hope, get a buff in here that we can use to move forward into the next area. I learned about this in one of our co-op playthroughs, and then I had the idea of actually, like, can we carry this with us into the Gauntlet? Because this seems like the perfect opportunity. That's when you would want the blessing.
Are you bold of heart and sharp of tongue? Can you turn any and all to the Dark Lady's cause?
Cleric of Shar, nod. With Shar, words on your tongue and teachings in your heart, none can deny you.
Confidence surges through you. You feel like there is nothing you can't do, no one you can't win over. The statue seems to agree and approve.
Nice. There's two more plaques in this room. Let's see if we get something similar happening.
Accept Shar's test of your intellect.
Is this even a competition as a follower of Shar? You are Shar's child. There's no reason to shy away, not in acceptance.
You feel a small pulse of energy race up your spine and a strange sensation of acceptance.
One more to go. Seems like it's going well so far.
Do you think yourself wise enough to be granted Shar's blessing?
You have good wisdom. Bow your head modestly. You are wise if Shar deems so. Ignorant if she deems so. Wow, very wise.
A warm swell rises through you. Acceptance. You are worthy.
So, I did all of that, and we received Dark Lady's awareness, +5 bonus to wisdom until finishing a long rest, +5 bonus to intelligence, and then another +5 to charisma. We have some pretty incredible stats at the moment. As we move forward, we see a Shar altar as well as a ritual blade placed upon it. We're going to interact with the altar here.
An altar to Shar. It appears to seek prey and a blood offering. Your blood.
Take the dagger. Recite Shar's wisdom and offer blood from your very own arm. And with that, I'm going to leave the dagger here, but we do gain some scrolls for the road that I do plan on taking. These are gifts from Shar that we are going to carry with us. If you take the dagger, it's seen as stealing from the temple. I think. I'm just not going to bring it with me. I don't want to jinx it. We already got some blessings, and now we got to get back into the Gauntlet of Shar itself. And just like that, we've arrived. Don't you love editing? So the rest of the party is going to stay back here, and Shadowheart is going to continue forward. There are 4 trials ahead that we are going to need to master, and she is going to attempt to do them all. Have you noticed that Shadowheart's kind of the opposite of Shar with her build, though? A light domain cleric, big bright lights everywhere, swirly whirlies, radiant damage. This might be difficult.
bowl contains an ancient rust-colored blood stain. It forms a neat disc, as if spilled calmly and willingly.
Well, we know what this is.
Recognize this as a trial where initiates would prove themselves to Lady Shah. This one would put their skills of stealth and infiltration to the test.
Offer your blood in Shah's name. I wonder what would happen if you gazed at it. Probably just insight on a little bit of the statue's figure or something. Well, our blood goes into the pot, and now the stealth challenge begins. There are 4 different hallways with enemies moving around all of the time looking for different areas. Don't forget, we have turn-based mode, which can be a great ally on our side. Now, I think what you're supposed to do is make your way down the kind of left wall here and then somehow make your way all the way around. However, if you're paying very close attention, there is a button here that we can just hit. I do have invisibility I could cast. What is that from? Always prepared, once per long rest. I have to be getting that from an item. Oh, it's my ring. So we do have some infiltration here. We do have a little bit. I'm going to dash while we're still in turn-based mode and make my way towards the end of the hallway. Now, if I am seen by the enemies, that is what happens. I wasn't sneaking. I was just running, so they had full line of sight of me. 700 hours in this game.
Try again.
I can play it. I know what I'm doing. We're just going to give that one more go. No, not a big deal at all, though there are some sight lines heading towards us right now. As soon as he gets by that wall, I'm going to turn-based mode again. Whoa, never mind. We'll turn it off. I didn't move, so they don't have to calculate their turns or anything. Somehow that hide was successful. And I'm not going to second guess it. I'm just going to go. We're just going to go as far as we can with the movement that we have here. Oh, in order to end my turn, we do have to snap back to everyone else. Dungan's still over here playing some songs. As our camera moves back over to Shadowheart, the enemies around her begin their turn, and we had just enough movement to remain unseen. Let's go ahead and turn off turn-based mode now. So we made it to the end of the first trial. We do have to get through the gate, though. I have okay dexterity. Do I okay, good. I wasn't even sure if I was going to have lockpicks on me. We're going to use guidance on ourselves. We don't even need it. Everyone's favorite little princess easily pops the gate open. On top of the pedestal, we find an umbral gem, and that umbral gem then allows us to use the teleporter transponder underneath.
The first sign you
First trial is done. Now, don't question this part. I'm going to take all of my gear off really quick. Yep, even the necklaces. We don't need any of that. I'll save the instrument. And now we're going to go into the next room. Wow, that's very revealing. Wait, do you not have... That's what your top looks like? Are you serious?
I will
Okay.
follow in their path.
Get in there before I get demonetized.
Succeed.
I'd like to thank you all for liking the video, and a special thank you to our channel members, too.
Another bowl bearing the stains of an ancient blood offering.
Oh, UI's turned off.
Another of Lady Shah's
I thought it was.
trials that her initiates must face. This one would challenge their combat prowess.
Their combat prowess? Well, I offer my name to Lady... my blood to Lady Shar. Wow, okay. There is a reason we took our armor off, if you haven't put the pieces together yet. And that'll become more clear as we move through this next doorway. Now, I'm really hoping that this works the way I think it will.
That which holds us back.
Oh, she's saying a prayer. I'm sorry, I was speaking over that. I bet that was cool as fuck. Well, we've made our way in here, and I'm just going to re-equip everything that we just took off. Nice and easy. We don't need to rebuff anything, nothing like that. We'll go ahead and start sneaking in, and what I hope happens is, because I only brought Shadowheart in here, that we are only going to fight
Looks like an ambush.
one enemy. And it looks like she has spotted the ambush. It's an enemy, Shadowheart! Now, see, the funny thing is when you when you do the blood offering, this challenge takes a snapshot of the gear that you're wearing. So enemy Shadowheart here only has an instrument. I'm going to begin combat. Are you surprised? Oh, I can't attack anymore. She is surprised. I'm going to swing. Oh, I gave her a ranged weapon. Let's see what she can do with that. She is blinded right now. It looks like she is going to try a guiding bolt. Excuse, was that a guiding bolt? I'm going to do an attack of opportunity, and she is running away. We're going to hit her for 7 damage. She has 2 swirly whirlies above her character right now, so we should be pretty well protected. But let's not forget. Never mind, I guess we can forget. I was going to say, let's not forget that Shadowheart is a light domain cleric, which, by the way, excuse me, I don't even have all of the spells prepared that I possibly could. That's actually shameful. But she is a really high-level caster at the end of the day. Sure, we're using her as a front line, but she has fireball, she has wall of fire, tons of tools at her disposal to really pump out a lot of damage. So, truthfully, I think we got lucky there that we weren't killed. The next trial's downstairs. I already ran through here when we were looking for some rats, but I didn't give you guys too much of a tour, because the first time you see this statue, I just think it's so cool. Fortunately, not as good as a camera pan as I was hoping as we were moving our way down, but the scale of this place is just so neat. The next trial takes place behind this door, and it is one that we are well suited for. I've beat this trial different ways in every single playthrough, and today I got another way up my sleeve. So we approached the altar yet again.
The bowl, bearing the stains of an ancient blood offering.
You know what to do.
Another trial to judge
I didn't even
the
trigger
mettle of
anything.
Lady Shah's initiates. This one would test their ability to navigate her sacred darkness.
I will offer my blood. Now, this one's really cool.
Said to be sure of foot in even the darkest recesses of Lady Shah's embrace. I must remember where to step, and have faith that she will guide me.
There's a lot of ways to get information about this trial in front of us. Number one, it tells you the solution on the ground in front of you. Another way is to bring light into the equation, I think. So I'm going to use one of my level 3 spell slots, and I'm going to create a sphere of light in the middle of this arena. This is daylight that I'm casting. Now, daylight is said to dispel all magical darkness, which I guess it did, but it didn't show me the path, did it? Oh, no, it did not. Is it starting to now? Wait, is this all based on camera position and literally nothing else? Wait a minute, there's no way that's true, is it? Well, I know I can move up to roughly here, and then we can check the picture, and I know we can move to the left. This is not working the way I thought it was going to. We did get rid of the magical darkness up above, but the actual path has not really made itself readily available to me, has it? Now, I can look at the geometry of this and make... Oh, shit. I was gonna say I can make some assumptions. Is it the opposite, that they're only revealed in total darkness? I mean, that was one of the trial things earlier. What happens if you think I have a couple arrows of transposition? I know Shadow Step can work. Turns out when I told you guys I was doing this a new way, I lied, and I'm doing it another cheesy way, if this works. So that's first arrow. And we know that we need to jump from the right side here. So I can't see the path anymore at all. but I can see where we're supposed to jump from over here. So that's just one more arrow of transposition, which is really expensive, by the way. This was a very expensive shenanigans, but it got me across and through. One mistake away, one strike away from having Shadowheart killed from the trial. So that didn't work at all the way I thought it was going to. I've seen images of exactly this, of the light kind of showing the entire path. And I thought that would be how you could see your way through the entire thing. I thought the platforms would remain visible. Either way, we got through, and there's one more trial ahead. To save some spell slots, I'm going to drink a teeny tiny potion from our friend Minthara, get our health totally maxed again. This trial's a lot more combat focused, so we are going to have some trouble here if things get out of hand. This is the Silent Library. I'm going to sneak. As you enter the library, you may have guessed it, silenced. So you cannot cast spells while you're silenced. It's a bit of a problem, as I am, in fact, a spellcaster, like we already discussed. One thing I can do, though, is leave the silenced area and then kind of stand still, and then see how far I can cast abilities into the room. Looks like this one might be a little short, but if I could get flames in here, imagine the destructive capabilities. Imagine what we could do if we could funnel everyone into one spot. Well, I do have my bow, and I can kind of shoot it, so that's what I'm going to do from right here. Did they patch my strat? Did it take damage? Do I have to be closer? Hold on, get down. Get down, Shadowheart, let's figure this out. Oh, okay. I can click on it now. The librarian in the middle. That's 32 HP, and I'm only doing 2 damage at a time. That's not great damage. But I don't think I want to break the silence. Oh my god, they have Radiant Retort. Oh, that's really, 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 really bad for me. That's really bad for me. This is going to be extremely difficult. So Radiant Retort was something we saw on the first enemies that spawned to fight us with the undead. And basically, I hit radiant damage one time, and I took a massive amount of damage back. It doubles the damage returned. It's so funny that that shot missed. And I'm going to say Lord reason that guy wasn't alerted is because he couldn't hear the arrow land next to him. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened. So I was going to change targets. I was going to try to funnel these guys down towards me. Instead, what I'm going to do is kill the silencing aura. And then we're going to kind of go from here. Now, my plan is to kite everyone back. What's happening? Oh, I was still in stealth. That's really cool. So my plan is to kite everyone back. I want everyone right here. And you may know exactly why that is. Unfortunately, I don't have an action this time around. Did I surprise these guys? No, it doesn't seem like it. They're coming towards me. 44 HP on these guys. They are level 7, the ones with the bows. And then the Justicar Nightweavers without bows, the melee guys, have a little less HP. This Avenger has a bit more. So it seems like it's kind of all over the place, but in the range of 40 to 50. Like I said, we are a light domain cleric, and we gain some pretty powerful abilities even outside of what we are gearing for. And I think that Wall of Fire is going to be an excellent spell for us to use right here. Is that a level 4 cast? Oh, it sure is. Let's make sure we make it count. So all the way from down where that guy is there, up the stairs to just in front of me. It says target's blocked. Why would the target be blocked? That looks perfect. We'll get that burning, and I'm going to move to the right so most enemies still have to turn that corner and come to me. And the idea is we're in line of sight, and hopefully it's close enough that they have to squeeze in there on the way up. Now, just because this guy didn't could be a good thing because he's occupying this space now, right? So That's our first kill. So others have to move around him, and by moving around him, they could move into the wall of fire. Another bit of damage here as we see him dashing, jumping out of the wall, and then back into the wall. It looks like one of the enemies has moved through, and we are going to have to figure out a way of taking him down next. What I could do is quite simply... No, that would do Radiant Retort. Radiance of the Dawn would do Radiant Retort. I could do a level 2 Scorching Ray. I feel totally comfortable using that spell slot here. I think it's more than worth it. So 1 on this dude, 2 on the guy behind him. Oh, I spawned a Radiating Orb, but I think it's okay. I'm just going to line of sight. And we're going to hold our turn right here. 3 more enemies remain. The guy at the top of the stairs unfortunately went first, which means he's not going to be blocking that spot anymore. That Radiating Orb did some damage, and we legitimately might want to spend a turn on equipping my helmet. Because, come on, walk into it. Oh, so close. Because my helmet is dealing radiant damage when these guys miss me, which is kind of all the time. Burning Hands could be a decent cast here. I think I'm going to go with Fireball, though. Try to hit every one of these guys. Hopefully dealing some pretty big damage. That Radiating Orb is in place on at least a few of them. And I'm going to hold my ground. I don't think I need to move here. He didn't take damage. Okay, he took 2. I'm hurting myself. By them dodging... Admittedly, I'd be taking less damage than if they shot me, but it's still funny that no matter what, I'm getting hurt. Now, speaking of getting hurt, holy moly, look at that damage. That was serious. We need to end this encounter, and we need to end it now. So I'm going to cast a level 4 Scorching Ray. We're going to do 1 on this dude, 1 on this dude, and the rest into him. Bap, 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 bap. Okay, the closer threat did die. I'm just going to go ahead and put myself in a damage immune sanctuary. They have to AoE in order to damage me. They might have some arrows to do that. It looks like they don't, and they spend their turn just getting mad. Scorching Ray might do it again. It does say my path is interrupted, which is really weird. Now, by doing this, it is going to end my immunity from the spell. But of course, we could just get it back by casting it again. So I went through a lot of my spell slots there, but I think that it was worth it. Let's go ahead and end our concentration on that firewall, get that down, and make our way into this room. There are 4 buttons. I believe this is the correct button. Let's see if I get this part right.
That worked. The door's open.
There are a shit ton of books all around the room. I think this is the correct book.
Trap there.
I think. If it's okay that there was a trap when I opened it. The Nightsinger. Teachings of Lost, the Nightsinger. I think that's right. Before I do anything else, let me short rest.
Welcome.
Now,
rest.
if this door closes, I think it might if I get the book wrong. We're going to be in some serious trouble. I definitely do not want that
What
to
can
happen.
silence the Nightsong?
Loss. The only thing that can silence her is Loss. Is that correct? Herself? Hey, we did it. And with that, Shadowheart has completed the entire trial by herself. The Spear of Night sitting on a pedestal in front of her.
This is no ordinary spear. Maybe.
Her dialogue was cut short. Maybe best to keep it close, I think is what she was going to say. If Shars allows it, use this spear to kill the Nightsong. Oh, is that what we are here to do? I don't know, but inside this chest, the Dark Justiciar helmet. So I have 3 of these. We have the other one from upstairs as well. Let's meet up with the rest of the team and see where this takes us. You know what? Maybe I go to sleep, but if I go to sleep, I'm going to miss out on this. I can cast literally 1 Swirly Whirlies. Man, I'm really going back and forth in my head on whether or not I think resting is the right thing to do. Either way, I'm inserting the first Umbroiled gem right now. And as I do that, the platform in front of us comes to life.
Wait.
Wait, what's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong at all.
And why did you tell me to wait? What's going on? Tell Dungen, we failed the perception check?
It's fine. Really. I just feel we're on the right track. I'm right where I need to be. Under Lady Shah's gaze.
And with that, everyone steps forward.
This way.
Which one do I press? I guess there's only one interactable one.
The disc has started moving.
I love that goes from her hand to over here. That's super well done. Now, we're familiar with some of these areas. We've been climbing around a little bit. I didn't notice that right there. Does that just lead up to where I was? Yeah, it looks like that leads back to the gauntlet. So I actually didn't need to teleport out. We have the remaining Umbral gems ready to go. And we're going to place them upon the pedestal. I am going to go back and go to sleep. I just feel like you'd be crazy. Like, it seems just reckless not to do that. I mean, especially keep in mind we have a druid that's making us an endless supply of food. Why am I struggling with this so hard? Oh my god, okay. Okay, we have them all on one character. Here we go. We're doing it. Insert. We might also get a little bit more insight into Shadowheart. Maybe that's why we didn't pass the perception check there. We don't know what she's thinking.
This must be where initiates under
Okay.
operations.
We have the teleport circle.
The end is near.
The end is near. They're saying it like crazy. I'm going back to camp. We're gonna rest. And we're gonna tackle this at full strength. I even have Shadowheart being the one resting. Now, depending on how this goes, there could be a massive conflict at the bottom of this place. I said I made the druid make me food, but I only had a little. I didn't do it. All right, I'm getting lazy as shit. I have so much food now. I'm allowed to get lazy. Luckily for us, it was once again an uneventful night. I'm gonna cast this level 3 aid on my party to start the day. Asterion and his weapon are already buffed, and we should be ready to go. This is a big deal. A lot of things could go wrong here, and I mean a lot of things. There's a story beats with Shadowheart that if she doesn't do, she could leave the party. If my main tank and healer leaves my party, there is no way I am completing Act 3. It's just not gonna happen. But we also, I'm afraid to say too much, but if we get in a fight down here, the fight is one of the hardest in the game. Not in the act, in the game. With that being said, we approach the Shadowfell entrance.
This must be the last step. I need to pray. Only by Lady Shah's grace did we even make it this far.
Now, I have done the parasite into Shadowheart's mind before, and that does seem like something Dungen would do. He does love using that parasite of his, of course. She really does hear Shar. Shar really is speaking to her and guiding her. I'm not going to do that right now because that's going to make her mad at me. I'm just going to leave her to her prayers.
No need to dash in ahead of me. I'm ready.
Onwards, then! I'm not going to question it.
Your party is gathered. You are ready. Or so you hope.
Definitely hope. Are you sure you want to proceed? Depending on your choices, the state of the region could change, and some active quests may become unavailable. We are ready, and we begin to step in.
As you step into the silent water, a foreign dread travels through you. It curls its way up your leg, squeezing tight.
Think we're coming too. Dungen, you there, bud? You drowned. Oh, we've seen places like this before. Similar to the astral prison, but not quite the same. We can leap like crazy, though, so we're about to move down this area with literal leaps and bounds. That central platform there is where everything is going down.
Lady Shah. I can feel her all around. This is her domain. This is the Shadowfell.
You did well. Better than I would have credited you with. Now, hurry along and bear witness to my masterpiece.
This is the Dark Lady's domain. He does not belong here.
What happens if I attack him right now? I wonder. Would the fight take place up here than rather down at the base? Because that might be better for me. I've cleared the way into this place, not you. Why wouldn't I just kill you instead of letting you interfere?
Raise one finger to me, and I'd sunder you like lightning would a rotten oak. Now, enough dullard questions. Follow me.
What's a dullard? Sounds like a dummy. There's some context clues in there. I think he was shit-talking me.
I feel lighter, unburdened, as if the softest push could send me drifting away.
The softest push can send you drifting away. If Dungen had a bit more strength in his legs, he could have leapt down to some of these lower platforms here. It's pretty cool what you can get away with. In fact, I might be able to go from here. So, on the way down, Shadowheart is praying. And depending on the dialogue you say before entering, she really cements, let her do this. She needs to complete her task here. If I do something wrong, she can leave the party. And I'm going to be honest, that's my #1 priority right now, keeping Shadowheart in the party, keeping our campaign alive. Even if things don't go particularly great down here. I'm debating how far I want to move Dungen down this. This fight, once again, is one of those fights that's hard on normal, much less on honor mode. I don't want to die here. We are so close to Act 3, it would suck to start over from this point. Oh, Asterian's having trouble jumping. I'll go get him. Of course, the one that can leap the farthest. Can't leap suddenly? Get down here, boy! Now, I am very tempted to leave Dungen back, but I've done a campaign off-stream. I know, I play this game too much. I did a campaign off-stream where I had Shadowheart go in, and even with her leading the conversation, she still left the party. So I'm hoping that I can do some charisma checks somewhere in here. But if I don't see the options, I'm gonna kind of do what Shadowheart wants.
Come to add more bars to my cage?
Hello, you're the Nightsong, huh?
Perhaps to lead this would-be Justiciar's blade directly to my heart.
I'm not a Justiciar. Do I look like a Justiciar? No.
I invite you. Heap more sins upon your head. My retribution will be all the sweeter for them.
All this time, and you still fail to appreciate the gifts I bestowed on you, Aelin. Sad to see a thing of beauty not recognize its own worth. But General Thorn, he appreciates you, and he wants you close at hand. So, I am here to whisk you back to him.
Ketherick. I welcome the sight of him after these 100 years. He whose immortality I supply with my very soul.
General Thorn. I'm sure you'll be on your best behavior for him, but just in case, I've taken some precautions.
What kind of precautions?
Keep back. It will take quite some concentration to secure Aelin for her little journey.
So we are in Shar's domain, and if you think about it...
It's Shah's sacrifice. She's my destiny. He cannot have her.
I stand with you, Shadowheart.
Oh, God.
Slay the Nightsong, and take your place as a dark justiciar.
Oh, God. So if you think about it, the fact that Shar is keeping the source of Ketheric's immortality here in her realm meant that he must have been a very devoted follower of Shar at one point. So I need to be very careful with the choices I pick here. What are you going to do to her? My companion has her own plans for this one. Stand down. Maybe this would just inquire. The Nightsong's a person, Balthazar. This is an affront to the weave itself.
Person? Please. You insult her. You insult me. Aelin is so much more than that. She is an Asimar, bound to a soul cage of my creation, and lending her immortal strength to general form. Her power, his will, and my genius. An unsurpassable feat.
He looks so proud of himself.
Ramblings most unsane. Poor Balthazar. For maggots ate his brain long ago.
Hold your tongue, Aelin, or I'll take it away from you again. And you, no more questions. No more interference.
So so even though I want to stop Ketheric, and I've never seen what happens if he takes the Nightsong, I know for sure if we do this option, Shadowheart's going to turn on us. So our options are attack him, or if she's the reason Ketheric Thorm's invulnerable, you're not taking her. Leave, or you're a dead man. We'll try it.
Dead man? You haven't been.
He's already dead.
Have you? Perhaps I'll revive your carcass and add you to my retinue. Then you'll have all the time in the world to think on your mistakes.
Oh, Balthazar's going first. And he took an action as well. Is that all he did? Ray of Sickness onto Asterion. Ray of Sickness is a level 1 necromancy spell. We're going to try to counterspell it. Looks like that wasn't enough. Warding Flare going into Asterion still takes 21 damage on the first turn. God! Even more, another 25 coming through on the first turn of conflict. All right. All right. How do we want to do this one? Well, I'm going to tell you, we're at a big disadvantage already. You see this ledge right here? This is certain doom if we fall off of it. And as you could probably tell, this guy's strong enough to kick me off of it. So we don't want to give him that option. I'm going to have to pretty much move everyone away from the ledge. I don't like the idea of devoting a turn to purely movement. So let's try to do this as smart as we can here. Man, I wish I had some more of those arrows. I could just get myself into position immediately. Okay, let's start with a bang. I would like to fire off a sunbeam directly at Balthazar. It looks like Dungen is in the way for that attack, so we're going to start by moving Dungen a little bit more inland, just out of that shot. And here we go, that big sunbeam. Now, remember, this does radiating damage, so we get radiating orbs. In fact, we killed off one of the zombies there, but then are we starting to see his legendary actions come into play already? Aura of Hate, Aura of Protection, Spectral Aspect. Balthazar can adopt a spectral after being struck. He has one of those already. Was that just because he was struck? This creature has resistance to acid, fire, lightning, and thunder damage. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. It cannot be frightened, paralyzed, petrified, or restrained, or be made prone. It can also fly while in this ghostly form. I didn't realize he was in a ghostly form. Well, we dealt some decent damage there. I'm going to spend the rest of Shadowheart's turn moving forward. I want the attack of opportunity on me. Wasting Mortal? Double movement cost Wasting Mortal. Is that a debuff on me? I'm not sure. Either way, I can't move too much further than this, and it looks like I didn't actually take too much damage there either. On Asterian's turn, we are going to drink one of those big old potions that Minthara has. Try to get our health back somewhat in the right direction. Now, these guys can push me off the platform, but, oh my god, if only I had a bonus action, I could push them off the platform. I don't know if even attacking these guys is the best idea for me. I got a great idea. It's going to take a few things to set up, but it's a great idea. I'm going to drop a potion of invisibility at the feet of Minthara. Minthara is then going to twin spell a haste onto Asterian and Dungen as well. Asterian, now hasted, is going to bolt towards Balthazar. It says I still don't have enough movement, which is upsetting with that bonus to haste. What if I move out of this and then move over here? Oh, is he protected? Does he have sanctuary? He's got some kind of weird glow. Attack of opportunity as we move by, 14 damage. We are at disadvantage here, but we can change our luck whenever we want with reckless attacks on Asterian. Oh my god, they're all missing though. Oh my god, they all fucking missed though. What a terrible, terrible turn. Okay, so that leaves Dungen, who is going to take a step forward. He's going to do a slashing flourish. His first shot is going into Balthazar. His second shot onto the potion of invisibility. So she is invisible. Balthazar got hit, and he is not frightened. Damn. I'm going to do another slashing flourish here. You know what? Maybe I don't do that. Really scared of damage. I could have a very defensive turn here. Shooting an arrow of darkness at my feet, maybe. I do have one more slashing flourish, and we're gonna put all of our damage into Balthazar if I can. Great hit, 17. His health is slowly but surely moving. I might just be able to crowd control him at this point. He is not a person, he's an undead, but confusion would work in this setting. I'm gonna try. It's a risky play. If it goes wrong, it's gonna suck. I could also do hypnotic pattern, but that would hurt Asterian too. I'm gonna try it. So he's saved, but everyone around him is confused, which is a start. I'm gonna end my turn by having Shadowheart run forward. Ooh, she has no more movement at all. You wanna try pushing this guy? It's not gonna work, but you could try it at least. Oh, wish I could go invisible. I'm actually gonna Misty Step Dungen up here. And he's gonna crowd this archer and make him threatened. I'm afraid of all of this damage being focused onto him. That wouldn't be okay. We're gonna end our turn right there. Asterian has no more actions and not a lot of health, to be honest with you. But he is done. Minthara is... I want to move forward, but I don't want to risk... Shit, is he gonna look for me? I can Misty Step without breaking stealth. So I'm gonna do that. Just to get away from... Oh! I thought I could! Oh god, if that costs me the campaign, I am fucked! We are going to quicken spell. And oh god, oh no, oh no, I'm just gonna die. Wait, what am I talking about? I have incredible AC, 22 AC. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna stand right the fuck there, and we're just gonna dodge everything. That attack missed, we're not gonna charm. Looks like that one's getting through. Small shield, we'll be fine. Yes, 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 yes. There's nothing to worry about. That is going to hit Shadowheart, and I would prefer it did not. She's still inside of that AoE, which is pretty scary. Now, I do think that our players are spread out enough that we won't get AoE'd by Balthazar again. But as you can see, this damage is starting to get pretty substantial. The push was a big threat from that guy. He could have easily done that. And this dude here is confused. Okay, we see big dashes coming in from the other side. That's honestly good for us. Another swing onto Minthara, but it does not connect. Her AC is too high. We then see another swing onto Shadowheart that unfortunately does connect. So Balthazar is going to have a big turn here. The pacing of this fight's really going to come down to him. Is he going to be able to kill Shadowheart or Astarion? He's not confused. Is he going to try to run away? That's an attack of opportunity, right? No, we didn't get it. And he's crowding Dungen. That's cloud kill. 8 targets in range, too. We try a psionic backlash. It is not enough. And now Astarion, with just a sliver of HP, gets hit with Ray of Sickness. And Balthazar just simply gets up and moves away, doesn't he? Now that spectral aspect has ended. We are still hastened as well, which gives us a pretty big opportunity here, in fact. I am going to begin this turn with Minthara. Maybe that's wrong. Okay, let's look at the stakes here. We are hasted. We're surrounded on all sides. Any attack could break that concentration at any moment. Let's begin this turn with a bonus action Healing Word from Shadowheart. That Healing Word is going to make Astarion stand up. Because he's hasted, he still doesn't have an attack. But he can do something. He might be able to get out of here at least. I mean, I guess I could rage if I really wanted to. What I'm going to do instead is drink one of those massive potions in Minthara's inventory. Try to get some of that health back. Now, Shadowheart doesn't have that same opportunity because she just shot off that spell to Astarion. One thing I could do is... Ooh, I'm threatened by being here, aren't I? In fact, no, it doesn't look like I am. I could cast Hypnotic Pattern, and that would be insane. Even if it hits Astarion, that's pretty insane. I could probably Hideous Laughter at this point. That is going to take my concentration. Oh, wow. Still really... Oh, I have a 1. I thought I had a 10. Please excuse me. I just looked at that wrong. So my chances of shooting Balthazar here are 55%. And I have a decent amount of shots. I'm going to try it. Slashing Flourish. We're going to try to fucking kill him. That was only, and I mean only, 14 damage. We're not going to be able to kill him. Perhaps I cast another Confusion here instead. I think that's the play. Confuse even more targets than before. Balthazar once again not falling for it. But I am going to shoot an arrow of arcane interference at him. This is going to break his concentration. And I think it silences him too, but I'm not 100%. He is silenced. Cool. And that'll give us some means of entering this attack, this fight, I think. We are then going to cast level 3 Swirly Whirlies. Can I make it level 4, actually? Can we upcast this bitch? Let's make it big with radiant damage. Get Swirly Whirlies on these two and then try to move towards Balthazar. That's the plan. I'm amazed. That broke my concentration! That's worst case scenario. Holy shit. That is so bad. Wow, that's so incredibly bad. Okay. He's got 38 health left. He is silenced for how long? 1 turn, it looks like. So there's still a chance. We are going to upcast a chromatic orb. Once I can find it on my bar. Chromatic orb does decent AoE damage. We're going to make it a level 4, and we are going to cast it as a frost spell. If I can. Jeez, 30% chance. Do I have anything that would do better? No, disadvantage from just being crowded like crazy, isn't it? Okay, then we're going to start off with a Misty Step. Get away from all these enemies. Then that opens us up to hopefully land this with some certainty. 55%'s a little bit better. And it fucking missed. Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, that's my turn. Let's see how it plays out. Asterion doesn't have a bonus action. You don't have a bonus. You are fucked. There's no way Shadowheart lives to this turn. There's no way. Yeah, I'll try. I mean, level 3 heal going her way. She didn't even get the healing. What? Oh, no. I think it's because she's in the AoE. It was only a bonus action. It wouldn't have saved me. She tries to move out. Will it work? Move! He saved against Lathander's Light, too. Unfortunate. Well, that's my turn. Let's see how this plays out. We see a miss on Minthara from the high ground. A ranged attack that will hit Shadowheart. Oh, no, that was Minthara as well, so I used my warding flare. That's pretty scary. The charm is out. Just because these guys can't attack multiple times, it might save me a little bit of damage. Critical miss from behind as more damage comes in from the rafters. Shadowheart goes down and immediately comes back. That heal was enough to put the poison onto Asterion's weapon. We are going to not charm anything just yet. The confusion is in play, and he hits Balthazar. Yes! Come on, we need more confusions to work for us. Can we make that happen? Blindness on Shadowheart. We'll backlash it, but that's okay. Confusion caused some of them to run around. It looks like Minthara is getting swung at. Not Balthazar, who only has 32 HP remaining. Well, this is cycling back to his turn soon. I could easily see him just casting another clap. No, he can't. He's silenced. That silence might be our saving grace. We actually just put some radiating orbs on him too from that swing on Shadowheart that wasn't successful. Legendary action, Spectral Aspect. He used his bonus to jump away. Ray of Sickness is being cast. Word of Flare, not enough to protect him, but he isn't dead. Bone Chill on Asterion. He can't heal now, but he is still standing, and that might be our saving grace. We are going to cast a Radiance of the Dawn. I want to take a half step this way before I cast it. Thank God. Here we go. Radiance of the Dawn. This is huge. This is most enemies we're about to hit with this.
You think striking down my body will be the end of me?
So he made another one of those necrotic damage bone piles over here. We got to get that out. First, we're going to see Asterion rage and start just ripping and tearing everything around him. He's got to clear a spot around him to be safe. So big cleave here recklessly, hopefully doing enough damage. Oh, we can cleave the two big guys now. I would love to knock him down. The problem is that they're immune to my main status that I apply. So I'm actually struggling to get that reverberation on them. I didn't see that coming. All right, this is very important for Dungen to kill Balthazar here. And he did it. I'm kind of surprised the rest of the undead are still around. He was the main necromancer, right? This target next to us still confused. We are going to fire off some shots into some of these undead around us. Let me go ahead and just move away from him. I could cast Confusion one more time. Actually, it's a level 4 spell slot, so I can't do that. But we could do something like Hideous Laughter on this guy who potentially could hit... Actually, I don't even think we need to do that. I think we're okay. I think we came out on the other end once Balthazar dies. A lot of the damage potential in this fight goes with him. So, I'm going to... I mean, I'm not crazy. I am going to heal a little bit. But probably not those big potions. We're going to use these medium ones. Shadowheart starts to heal up a little bit. Asterion is going to do the same, reaching into Minthara's bag for one of those. Oh, he doesn't have any actions at all. Never mind, he's going to end his turn. Minthara's still in this fight. We are going to see her twin cast her Ice Knife. First cast hitting in front of her. The second... Oh, is that because I didn't target it? Is that why it did? Is that why it didn't work? I don't know what I did wrong. Well, that is my turn. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. The biggest threats in the fight right now are these two big destroyers that are kind of looming over the majority of our party right now. I think Dungen and Minthara can rip these guys apart within a single round. Oh, and I did totally forget about these archers behind us too. So we're not totally out of it just yet. Astarion is still holding on with that 8 HP for the time being. We're seeing some attacks thrown towards Minthara, but this guy seems to be getting closer for blindness on Dungen. We're going to do a backlash. That leveled us up! Astarion got 1 more HP there. Is that going to be what he needs? Hey, I bet you never saw this coming. We're going to cast Radiance of the Dawn again. Big damage to everyone around us. Minthara now leveling up too. Astarion still on his feet, starts ripping into these big enemies nearby, recklessly as well. We have another action if we need another swing, but he levels up. I thought he leveled up earlier. I thought he got 1 more HP. Did I make that up?
Another step forward.
Perhaps I did. Dungen moves to the end of his platform, fires off a shot at the Sentinel. It lands true. Disadvantage shot against another Sentinel. It lands true. Who are the remaining attackers here? It is none other than the skeletons on the 2nd floor this way. We are going to see Minthara use Misty Step to get to the high ground, and then a gust of wind to remove the enemies from the fight. At least one of them was taken. Shadowheart's going to try to move closer. Dungan's going to do the same, but this fight is pretty much won already. I am going to laugh if this guy gets a hit on Astarion. I could have done a bit better job of threatening this guy, crowding him to get that status effect off. And there he goes! Do I have to talk here? Let me short rest.
Keep going.
I'm not gonna level up just yet. We approach Nightsong.
Balthazar has drawn his final rancid breath. A pity it was not my hand that brought it about. Instead, it was you. You, who have come to seek the praise of your wicked goddess. You, who have come to drive a dagger through my heart.
Not a dagger, a spear. My Lady Shah's spear.
Yeah.
Her fate is mine to seal. Let me handle this.
Yeah.
The fate you seal is your own. To be a Dark Justiciar is to turn your heart from everything but loss. You will know no love, no joy, only servitude, until of course your mistress inevitably discards you. And there is much she does not tell you. A terrible blood price that may extend beyond my own death.
You feel Shadowheart bristling. This is important to her. You may yet have the chance to dissuade her from doing her duty, but not without risk to your bond. And Nightsong is not blind to your conflict. Behind that raging heart is the restless beat of one who knows too well that her fate hangs in the balance.
Choose your own way, Shadowheart. You cannot allow your goddess to control you. Is this truly what you want? I'm gonna say that. Is this truly what you want?
Of course, why wouldn't it be? This is my purpose.
Why are you so angry? Oh, crap. Crap. You cannot allow your goddess to control you. Crap.
Cannot allow. This is my mistress's will, my life's purpose. If I have to step over your corpse to fulfill what Lady Shah asks of me, so be it. Your choice.
No. This is wrong. But I can't lose to afford you. Do what you must. I mean, that's kind of the situation we're in, boys.
Well.
That's kind of the situation we're in, boys.
A spear intended for my heart. Empowered by your goddess, I. Empowered to kill the child other god. Do you know what I am, little assassin? For I know you. A lost child, frightened by wolves in the dark.
What did you say?
Much has been promised to you, hasn't it? But what has been taken from you? What do you know of your own heart? Your own life? I sense more in you than you know.
Whatever you think you know of me won't matter once I become who I'm meant to be.
Okay, here we go. Persuasion is my specialty, and if you're wondering if it was for this exact moment, of course it was. Actually, I didn't know how to get to this dialogue. I'm so glad I did. She knows something about you. Spare her and see what she has to say. Don't do it, Shadowheart. You'll regret killing her. Both of these roles are the same to me. I'm going to go with the middle one. She knows something about you. Spare her and see what she has to say. Persuasion check, 14. We're going to ask for guidance. We don't need it. It's so funny to me that we can ask Shadowheart for guidance. I'm also afraid of friends breaking. I'm going to hit this roll. I do not need advantage. I do not need advantage. I don't. See? I told you. You thought that 5 was going to stop me? Hell no. That part of her hand is hurting again. She summons in the spear. Oh, she's holding it up. But there's no way, dude. There's no way. Oh, she threw it! She threw it!
I can't believe I just did that. Lady Shah will disown me. What will happen to me?
Not what will happen. What will you do? Your past is not yet lost. Your future is not yet fixed. Lay a hand on me in friendship. Not quite Sharon.
Not quite Sharon.
And I will fight the battle that has been waiting for me this last century. Then, oh then, we will have much to discuss.
I'm proud of Shadowheart. She didn't even really need that much convincing.
Our Lady of Silver, hear me. She who guides the Moon Maiden Selûne, mother of the so-called Nightsong. The Nightsong is no more!
So cool, dude!
Resplendent.
You are a lot of things right now.
You have given me a great gift, little warrior. Don't you find it oh so curious that you would spurn your dark lady? Perhaps you feel a stirring of the truth already. But that will come later. There is a battle yet to be fought. You have done what we feared was impossible. You have released me from a century of sorrow. Your power is great. So too must be your weapon. You must choose what you will wield. And the Moon Maiden will provide. Thus I have said. Thus will it be so. Are you ready?
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
To kill
Ready for what?
Thorm.
To kill Ketheric Thorm! Now that's what I really am ready for. And there she goes, just like that.
We need to leave. Lady Shah won't stand for us to be here, not after what we did.
I agree, let's get out. If Shar's angry, she's being remarkably quiet about it. Dungen, now's not the time. Let's get out of here.
I'm not sure there's a place that's far enough away for me to go. Lady Shah must be angry. There's only silence. Let's get out of here, please. Whatever's coming, I don't want to be in the heart of the Shadowfell when it finds me. The Nightsong will be headed for Moonrise Towers. We'd better get there and see what she's unleashed against Ketheric Thorm.
Chewing bubblegum. Slow fade to black. And there goes the Nightsong, leading the charge towards Ketheric Thorm. We're definitely going to be participating in this fight next time. Now, for those of you that might be confused, I am still a follower of the Absolute. There is no path through Act 2 where you can side with Ketheric. We have to take him down. She's making the curse leave. Kind of. The curse is never going to be lifted from these lands, unfortunately, because we don't have Halcyon. Oh, and there's a look at Last Light In. I'm sure she doesn't feel good about that. Of course, someone very fond to her was in Last Light. Oh man, I was part of the kidnapping of someone that's very fond to her. I wonder how that's gonna play out in the future. So many unanswered questions.
A powerful ally.
A very
Chosen Shadowheart.
powerful ally.
With her free, Ketheric is exposed. We only have to strike.
Hey, Asterion is right. We only have to strike. But I'm gonna loot these bodies first, because there's a lot of stuff to loot, and I need a lot of money. These arrows don't buy themselves. If you were wondering what Balthazar has on him, the Circle of Bones. It is a circlet for your head, allied undead within 20 feet, resistant to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage. That is an incredible item for necromancers. Makes your summons so very tanky. The items here have well over encumbered me. So what I've been doing is just picking up everything on Asterion, sorting my inventory by latest, so everything I just got, and then sending all of that back to camp all at once. Just like this, you open your inventory, go to latest, and then I can see everything that's new here and just get rid of it all in one go. I do think my vendor is going to be slightly preoccupied as she is in Moonrise Towers, so I can save getting rid of that stuff for a later date. We have left the Shadowfell, and we are outside.
Forgive me.
Oh, she fell down! Wait! Why'd you fall down?
What happened? You were missing for a moment.
You were missing.
I thought I was done for. I thought perhaps I might have been dead. This is all like some sort of terrible dream. But it's real, isn't it? I stood before the Nightsong. I heard Lady Shah's words. And I failed her. Worse than failed her, I defied her. Just because of what that Aasimar said.
You did the right thing!
I tried to leave, but Shah blocked me. Punished me for failing her. I thought I knew the limit of pain that the incurable wound could inflict, but I had no idea.
Do you see this cutscene if
Felt
you're
like I was
controlling
suffering the
Shadowheart?
agony of 1,000 people all at once. My blood was boiling, my hair was on fire. I thought I'd claw my own face off with the pain. But then she released me. Banished me, more like. She said I was an outcast. That all of her children would know me and revile me.
Shadowheart looks distraught, abandoned by her goddess and all former allies. And as for her divine magic, admitting who empowers her now may break her spirit for good.
If it's any consolation, I think you did the right thing.
You're lucky to have such confidence. Me. I think the full price of what I've done has yet to reveal itself. I'm a target to Lady Shah's followers now. Nightsong promised she'd tell me something about myself. I need to speak with her as soon as I can. What she said to me back in the Shadowfell about the wolves, that's no coincidence. She took flight to hunt down Ketheric Thorm. All I can do is help hasten his demise, and hope that answers soon follow.
All right.
When the chance arises, I must.
And with that, we're going to head back to camp, and we're going to sleep. Tomorrow begins the big push towards Ketheric Thorm, fighting the great general of these lands himself. Now that is, of course, unless something happens tonight that might slow us down. But I don't think that it will. And thankfully, for once, it looks like I was right. That's going to do it for today's video, everyone. Thank you so very much for being here. Next episode, we're fighting the big man himself. And I can't wait to see what tricks he has up his sleeves on Tactician. Like, on honor mode. You get what I'm saying? It's the same difficulty, but with up stakes. I'm also going to level up by the time we get there, too. And I'll summarize what we did on that level up. I'll see you all again very soon. Thank you so much for being here.